Okay, here we go. The promised walk to work video. This is me walking to work. Got some beekeeping stuff to do today. So, need to go and do that. I'll just pause you for a wee second here. Okay, here we go, walking to work. Supposed to get thunderstorms tonight or tomorrow. Clouds are certainly building up like it's going to happen. We've had a lot of storms this summer. Boy, it's humid out here too. Which is a fair indication it's going to bucket down. The part of New Zealand that I live in is called Central Otago, and I'm as far from the ocean as you can possibly get in New Zealand. It's about 220 kilometres in that direction to get to the Pacific Ocean, and it's 220 kilometres in that direction to get to the Tasman Sea on the west coast. So I'm right in the middle of the widest point of the South Island. Boy, you can see that. I don't know if you can see that snow up on the hill there. It was from last week. And it is summer here, yes, and we got snow. On the joys of living in the mountains. So it was actually colder here in Summerland than it was at a friend's place in Kentucky last week. And he's in winter. The beekeeping friend that I have, we met through YouTube, and I have a beekeeping YouTube channel, which is how all this silliness started. I'll write the name in the description. It's Manahia Kia Beekeeping. Manahia Kia is the Maori name for the area that I live in. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit serious. The rain. It's a very dry area where I live. Very unusual for New Zealand. So this is my neighbour's place. It's what you would call a trailer park in the States. So these guys over here are all permanent residents. These guys are on holiday, and then the permanent residents go that way, and then they go that way as well. And there's some guys living in there, and we'll get a better shot of it when we get out there. But there's a lodge here as well. They provide accommodation for about 30 of the guys from the islands, mostly Vanuatu. Hey guys, how's it going? Awesome. Yeah, not too bad. So yeah, this is all permanent, and then this is the seasonal accommodation for the Vanuatu boys. she is, but never mind. She's just not supposed to park there. I do actually have a sign there that says no parking because it's for the Vanuatu guys. They finish work. Hopefully they'll be gone by the time they get back. That's my new fire. Which is starting to look a bit more together now. So I've got the back to do, the front to do. This is all done. That's all done. And I've got the legs to do and the ash band to do. And this is some work that I have to do. Oh, dang it. Forgot to bring a 4-deck box up with me. Blast it. That was silly. That was very silly. I've got some frames in there, I think. See, it's mine. My cupboard. We've got in there. Oh yeah, I've got a wee bit of equipment. I actually need to get this equipment out of here. But I need to move all this out of here, and I'm going to set up the extractor and put some black polythene down. And then I'm going to extract those boxes of honey. And they're not my boxes of honey, they're, one is one of my boxes. And the rest of them are all hobbyist guys. I actually need to go and check another hive for another hobbyist. Thinks he's got a full honey super, so since I'm doing some extracting for one of my other guys, I'll do his as well at the same time. Just wander out here. So yeah, so there's permanent resident sites all along there as well now. That's the main house and the office. And this is the latest and greatest scheme for the camp. So just got all this water and stuff sorted out in here. They tried to make this into temporary parking over for holiday people, but just couldn't get it to work. So then they decided, well, we put some cabin sites in here instead. And so these are rented cabins. They're just testing it this year. So and mucking around making these. So Graham makes these towers. He's a qualified engineer. So they're made out of steel and paint them with hard paint and get all the electrical bits and bobs, and then the electrician comes in and wires them all up, make sure they're all certified. And this is a cherry orchard, and that little trench there is the new water supply for, because there's been such a high demand for accommodation here. We're sort of playing a lot of catch up. When I moved in here 12 years ago, there was 4 permanent residents living in here, including myself. Now there's over 40. So we're sort of playing a bit of catch up. So this is for a water line. So there's a water line that runs down there that we've just put in to feed all that. And we've got another new water line that's going in there that'll feed these 2 sites here, because at the moment they're having to pirate water from out there. And we'll have a look at the cherry trees. The netted ones still have fruit, the unnetted ones do not. The birds are fighting their way into the nets now. That's what they'll do. So now that they've cleaned, all these trees are cleaned out, they've slowly they'll actually attack these nets to get into the trees. So they tear holes. You can see there's a little bird in there right now. There's this wee sparrow in there. But there we go, some Lapin cherries. So these are the only trees that have got fruit on them. You can see the birds have started attacking the nets. And this is what they do. They just tear a little hole like that. And they'll just sit here and they'll just pick a little hole. And then the blackbirds will sit up in these trees. And when they see the sparrows starting to go in the holes, they'll turn up and they'll open that hole up. They make the sparrows get the job started. And then we've got blackbirds in there already. So the old blackbirds will eat half a cherry. And the sparrows will just sort of pick a hole. Just pick a hole. Most orchards in central Otago are now netted and are undercover because bird damage here is probably the most expensive thing for a cherry grow. You can't sell a cherry that's got a little bird peck hole in it. I actually had bees in this orchard this year, so these fruit on these trees set extremely heavily. So I think I will bring I'm actually going to move these beehives out because when I put them in here, there was nothing here. This is a quarantine apiary. I had some beehives stolen, so they left stuff. They left one hive behind that they thought was useless, and that's the only reason I've still got hives. I managed to split them, but as you can see, so this behaviour is what I call tumbling, and it's a sign that things are starting to get tight in there. So the bees are actively gathering pollen and nectar, but you can see there's sort of like water coming out of a gate. We need to get into these hives and see what's going on. And hopefully we don't find any swarm cells, which would be a very bad thing. So when they think they're running out of room, they start doing that, and then they'll start making swarm cells, little queen cells, so some of the bees will go away and make a new home. We don't want that. we want to keep them. So I need to get into those boxes and see what's going on. And stupidly, I was supposed to bring another honey box up here and I forgot all about it. Never mind. It's alright, I might have to trot home and go and get a new honey box. Drag it back up here. We'll see what's going on in them first. They might not need any room, they might just need a bit of reorganising. So sometimes they fill up the middle and then they leave the edges. We'll see what's happening. Okay, I'm going to shut it down at that because I need to put my bee suit on and get all my equipment and go in there and get that sorted out before the Vanuatu boys get home. So there we go. There's a walk up the hill to work. And now I'm about to shoot another video, which is me working. Okay.